Throw Gang, we are joined by the Roll Neck Raja, Lauren Schlossman, and myself. Shorty must be a sweater because she gave the whole crew neck. James Harris, welcome to the weekly Running of the Boys with today's full episode only available on
www.throwingfits.com.
All right, Lawrence. Now, before we get into supporting the LA homies, Larry going sober, lots to discuss there, and the death of TikTok. Let's get into a fit check.
Okay. Should I start?
Yeah, please.
All right. I have on CP Company Adidas Special sneakers.
Spizzle.
The socks are Cam Hicks brand slouch socks. The jeans
Are
are
they hiked up?
They are hiked up for warmth. These are because these jeans, these JW Anderson APC collab jeans, while wonderful, I love them, are not the thickest denim that I own. So I'm getting a little extra warmth for the shins.
You're not doing heat tech?
I'm not a heat tech guy.
Really?
It puts me over the threshold of then I'm uncomfortable.
But it's heat tech. It doesn't, when you're in a warm environment, it doesn't keep you hot. It cools you. It like breathes. Yeah.
It's that advanced
It's that
technology.
Good. Yes, it is that fucking good. Uniqlo, if you're listening, I need more heat tech. My one pair, MVP of last winter. This winter, it's already kind of, Spider-Man holding onto the subway train, or Kevin Durant, or Jimmy Butler at the end of the playoffs, or Popeyes kitchen worker after the sandwich dropped.
A lot of memes.
Which, by the way, those sandwiches still fucking hit. Had one this weekend.
When's the last time you had a Popeyes chicken sandwich?
This past weekend.
I've been eating a lot of Popeyes, which we'll talk about. But I don't know. Well, we could talk. I don't normally get the chicken sandwich when I order Popeyes, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, it doesn't travel well, right?
I think the only argument now that, not that anyone said it fell off, but because they started by having such a banger, starting the chicken sandwich wars, now people are like, well, is the Jollibee chicken sandwich actually like better or?
Well,
whatever?
I'll say this. If you came to the Popeyes trenches, if you came to Popeyes via the chicken sandwich trenches, you're not a fucking OG. You're not a real one.
Of course
If
not.
you weren't there during the tender days, during the onset of their honey mustard, red beans and rice. Ooh, goddamn.
They removed red beans and rice from the menu.
What?
Sorry, they removed dirty rice from the menu.
Why?
I don't know. And people were complaining about it because, and I know this again because I've been ordering Popeyes and
complaining about it.
And investigating the sides, because red beans and rice still on the menu, fantastic. All their sides are great. But yeah, dirty rice, which was maybe my favorite side, they removed it.
Damn, bro.
I know. That was a banger. Whatever.
It sucks. Fries still bang. All right.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Heat tech.
Yeah.
So with heat tech,
keeps you warm when you're cold and doesn't keep you hot when you're warm.
So when you're talking about like heat tech, like leggings or whatever, like you wear them over your underwear, or
I wear them over my underwear so that this is gross, so that I don't have to wash them
right.
when I'm done wearing them.
What's is the normal procedure you'd wear them as your undergarments?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Because they have like the dick hole.
Oh, okay.
And they look fucking, and they're pretty tight. Like,
Heat tech with the dick holes in them. Well, I guess even if you're wearing it like you're doing it over your jaws, you got to pee through both, right?
No, I just pull down. We've been over this, bro. We go over the fence, not through.
Right. Sorry, all I know is running through walls. Okay, moving on up. The roll neck sweater is J. Crew. The hat is
J. Crew.
Comme des Garçons Hommes. The
real or fake?
What? The hat is real.
Oh wow. CDG. Calm the fuck down.
CDGH. The coat is Emporio Armani, Our Legacy Workshop collab.
Back when they used to make good collabs.
Yeah, I really, really, really hope they run that back this year. Fingers crossed. That'd be fucking sick, dude. The sunglasses are Celine. The rollies on the wrist. The wedding ring is on the fingy. The wifey's on the pinky. The chrome is on the other hand. And I had a Fuji Apple Pear Celsius. I have my super intense deep freeze slim Zins. And I have a hydro flask full of Green Point's, Lower East Side's finest, James.
Nice. Wow. All right. On the feet, I'm wearing Clark's X Throwing Fits Wallies.
Another collab that should be run back this year.
I will say this. I didn't realize this, but the Wallaby, maybe not a deep winter shoe.
In what regard?
When you're stomping the cold pavement. My feet were cold.
Oh, it's not about a traction thing because the crepe on
that too. But I'm not wearing heat tech socks. I'm wearing Lusso socks, usually thick enough. Pause. But yeah, the dogs were a bit chilly on the trek over here. The pants are Orally hard twist brown denim. Fuck it, brown jeans.
Hard twist.
The shirt underneath is Throwing Fits Sig Tee.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very underrated. Honestly,
one of the most
incredibly underrated. Shout out to Zebo.
And the Fruit de Mar, Plateau de Fruit de Mar.
People low key love that. I don't think this got enough recognition for
That was a banger.
for the execution.
Maybe one of your
execution.
best for a guy who has a lot of good ideas. That might be one of your best.
Maybe it's like Sig Stolen Valor. I don't know. Whatever.
You blasted dart. You've been known to blast a Capri. I think Capris are on there.
Perfect amount of Sig.
Yeah.
The crew neck sweater,
Mm-hmm.
not a mock neck, is Studio Nicholson. Shout out to Mandem. I think Studio Nicholson maybe deserves a place on Fitty's best brand of the year.
Yeah, I think
they should have been on this past year.
I agree.
And I think that as we collectively agree that we're going to move away from like the fucking Balenciagas and
Sure.
the Gucci's and more to like the brands that we actually find interesting and are actually doing interesting things, not just playing musical chairs with creative directors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the evidence being that Our Legacy won brand of the year 2 years in a row. Shout out to Yoakum for texting me this morning. I guess he was late listening to the Fitties, but finally gave it a listen. He's like, oh shit, gave me the crying face, happy emoji.
That's awesome.
Well deserved again. And then 316 making top 5, MF Pen cracking top 10, 18's cracking top 10.
Stofa being on the list.
Studio Nicholson, bro.
Yeah.
It's got to be in there. It's got to be in the conversation.
Great brand.
Expensive though. But
yeah. No doubt.
winter sale happening right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, purchased a little t-shirt for myself.
A t-shirt. What makes it a winter? Is it a winter t-shirt? Like it's a knit?
It's a t-shirt.
Oh,
in the,
but it's part of the winter sale?
Yeah.
What's special about it? Anything? Any details, or is it just like
a color I wanted? Sand.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I don't know.
Little off-white, a little crew.
You got to think about how it's going to pair with like the greens and the browns and the grays. It's fucking sand.
As a guy who does a lot of button-ups and button-downs, open, I could see why you'd want like a wide array of like different neutrals to pair with all of your
under
shirts.
the knits, under the split collars, etc.
Yeah.
Bing bang, bada bing, bada boom. The hat is vintage from Fantasy Explosion. The gloves, because I'll be biking home because it's a balmy 44 degrees today here in New York City, are Legace Emporio Armani, as is the jacket, Our Legacy Emporio Armani. Really, really cropped.
Yeah, it's like, what is that? The Astro? Is it called something like that?
It has like a spacey name.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
They did. I mean, I think that's the collab
Collab of the century.
I think between us, we own every piece. Literally. I really do.
That is not true at all. It was a big,
we don't have the beret.
It was a big collab.
Yeah, but
and I lost my half zip herringbone in the strip club.
You love losing you're not often in the strip club, but when you are,
when I am,
you're going to lose a shirt.
I love donating clothes, bro. Yeah. I donate them to LA wildfire victims and I donate them to sex workers.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Panties.
The panties are Hanes. The sunnies are Eckhouse Latte. I think that's it. Oh, and I'm sipping on a clean canteen of the Lower Side's finest tap water. Oh, shit.
Is it
halfway through? And I'm off that DP.
For real. For good.
I read a scary article about ultra processed foods. So,
what was so scary about it? I mean, besides like maybe the obvious stuff, which is that it's bad for you.
Yeah, just like that. I think they're whatever the current science, which blah blah blah. Science is subjective. We all know that.
Facts are subjective.
As the science is the pursuit of objectivity, but you can't remove the subjective nature of humans doing their own investigations. Is like the current academia is like, yeah, it's ultra processed foods, but only some of them.
Soda,
but like
being one of them, obviously.
Yes, and like all the preservatives and the gums and the chemical modulations,
microplastics.
Sure. So
are there microplastics in soda?
Probably soda and processed meat. So I'm also going to be off that Jersey Michaels.
Processed meat, meaning like cold cuts with nitrates and things like that.
Yeah, like fake salamis and shit.
Fake salami?
Like not like the shit that Giuseppe's hanging in a cave for 24 months. Mm-hmm. The shit that New Jersey Michaels is throwing on your sub over the shredders.
Damn, I hate to throw shots.
You're new to this health journey, bro.
I really am.
I've learned a lot.
I listen.
I hope.
I've learned a lot in the past week.
Yeah,
as is.
You're gonna. Can't wait for your RIP Lawrence's health journey 1 week.
No, dude, I'm about to be a fucking
January 6th to January 13th, 2025.
You know, I mean, we are both about to go on vacation, but you don't understand, dude. I'm gonna make myself a weapon.
Okay,
that's the plan.
Okay,
that's the goal.
We're gonna get into it. Okay. I guess that's it. Yeah, fit check, drink check complete. Okay, yo, to all the homies in LA.
Yeah,
fucking crazy, bro. The apocalypse. That was nuts. I guess they first started going off Tuesday night and last Tuesday. And I mean, prayers up for all the LA homies. Obviously, we have a healthy rivalry going between New York and LA. Nothing but love from us. Donate if you can, what you can, whether it's direct funds, clothing, supplies, medicine, contact solution, towels.
We both did
diapers.
We both did clothing donations this weekend, right? You did
I did a drop off at Ray's.
Yeah.
Shout out Ray's in Greenpoint and Lower where we had our party with Mr. Porter. I mean, it was great to see that their room was like, and shout out anyone that's like organizing, taking like a organizational role in this. Their entire room was like packed to the fucking gills.
I saw some pictures
with like
crazy
pet products, pet food, clothes.
Ray's cool again.
Sure. I know that shout out the people at Gia, the NA drink.
Mm-hmm.
They're just driving around picking shit up from people.
Well, that's what's convenient for me with this church by me. I'm blanking on the name. Sorry. I always do donations with them because they do pickups, which is great.
Holy Mother of John's.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And they're like sending their shit to LA.
Yeah.
Bro, it's fucking nuts. And like, I don't know. It's hard to talk about, right? Huge amount of empathy and sympathy for everyone going through that. It's just crazy that, I don't know. Are we going to just have to like mutual aid our way out of like climate change crises until the world just explodes or melts?
That's like the mutual aid is great. And it's awesome to like, give back to those who are going through unfortunate things, but it's not fixing the problem.
Right.
At all.
Right.
Like,
no, it's a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid.
So no. But a Band-Aid even implies that like there's this short term, this is just the result of the bad thing.
This is like the soft serve you get after a session of chemotherapy when you have cancer or something.
Just a treat.
Yeah. Just make you just tide you over until like the next terrible fucking thing happens.
Yeah.
Which is just, I don't know. It's crazy that not the onus, but like, it's great to see the rallying and the mobilization, but it's like, to like build a home, not to like shift entire paradigms of society and existence, how we operate,
legislation
and who we elect and what people, and like we're about to enter another fucking 4 years that's going to only worsen everything that's happening.
Yep.
That has led to the conditions that basically brought about these wildfires.
Do you think that any of these LA MAGA adjacent influencers are going to change their tune and their support because of the current situation?
No, the blame is already, like, it was wild to see. It's like Tuesday night, I'm monitoring the situation. I'm like seeing all the shit. I've been in LA during fires a few times, like obviously not serious ones,
right.
But it's scary. As a non-LA person, it was very scary to be in LA when there's like small, relatively comparable small fires.
Right.
That you're still seeing like ash fall in Santa Monica. And I was like, what the fuck? And people are like, oh no, don't worry about it. Like, it's fine.
They're
like,
used to it, or they were used to it, I think.
Yeah. So I'm like watching shit and I'm like on the, group, on a group chat. I'm like, yo, I think LA's gonna like seriously burn.
Oh, you're like, I can tell this is bad.
On Tuesday night. Just like getting fed the over deluge of information and getting fucking fire pilled. And just like falling down that rabbit hole and on X.com on the For You page of X.
Of course.
Between beheadings and porn.
And the new 4K.
Yeah.
The new load in 4K.
Oh, I've been.
Oh, no, I know.
I've been downloading in 4K.
I got busted last night. Even Jenna was like, what do you? I'm like, I don't know. It was served up for me.
What was it? A soapy shower pic?
No. It wasn't even softcore, but it was like a thought photo shoot, I guess. But I did load it up in 4K just to test the tech.
Yeah. But it was pretty swift how, and it was like constantly being on Twitter. And then like there was such a shift and such a noticeable and measurable like shift, at least in what I was being fed, of like the conspiracies and
misinformation,
the politicizing of it, and like and just like misinformation, or just like, I don't know, man, I'm just saying, kind of a coincidence Tom Hanks's house didn't burn down. Or like, are you guys seeing this footage? Like, do you not see like this satanic ritual happening like next to the trail?
Come on.
So it was just I don't know where, but yeah, in terms of like the what is the manosphere? Like the content creators that are like, fuck the woke shit, male energy, like all the Jake Pauls of the world and the FaZe Clan in them. No, I don't think this is going to change their tune.
No, Jake Paul's in Puerto Rico. He's fine.
That's true. Well, is he? No power.
Oh,
I think they're back now.
they're back.
Do you think he'll be allowed to see one of the first 9 of the Bad Bunny residency performances, which are only for Puerto Rico inhabitants?
I feel like if you're Jake Paul, you can kind of like move through society with impunity, clearly. So I think I don't know if he's a Bad Bunny fan. This is actually fucked up. I know Bad Bunny is awesome and I follow him on Instagram, but I can't get past the language barrier where I want to I want to hear the bars. And
you got to get on Duolingo, bro.
And he, did you see any of the clips of him on Popcast?
On Popcast?
Yeah.
No.
Monica and Coscarelli were asking him about like if because even they're asking him about the language barrier thing and the message or even the bars, as Bad Bunny said, getting lost on listeners. There was even like, and I didn't even know this, but like the fact that he's like using a lot of Puerto Rican slang, there's other Spanish speaking, fans that are also missing it. So it's like even a layer deeper. And the best part is that they asked like Bad Bunny, like if he would ever, I don't know, not change the way he makes music, but like, make it so it's more accessible, at least from a lyrical standpoint. And he just goes, I don't care. And it was incredible. Shout out Bad Bunny.
Can't wait to see that in the sizzle.
He's a great Instagram follow. I'll just say that. He's awesome.
Yeah. He posts some fucking 4K sexy thoughty pics, no? Him in the bathtub with like the bubble strategically placed over the big bunny.
But he uses Instagram in a really like down to earth, like normal way for a mega celeb, which is why I think he's like a fun follow.
Me.
And he seems like he has welcome back to the grid, brother. He seems like he's super humble and down to earth, which is awesome.
Great.
I really appreciate that.
I think he just did a fucking Jimmy Kimmel thing on the subway. Yeah, I don't know if like the right wing kind of like bro-y, fratty, conservative youths are gonna like, re-examine. Hey, should we invest in public transit?
Right.
Should I maybe not be like driving my G-Wagon fucking 2,000 miles a week or whatever?
So you're saying that the FaZe Clan mansion burning down is not going to have any type of a reckoning moment for them?
No.
For the clan.
If anything, this is just going to like, I mean, the other shit I was seeing is just people making fun of like it being so California. Like the one guy putting out fires with the almond milk.
Yeah.
Admittedly, that guy should have like considered the optics before trying to save his like heirloom tomato garden.
Right.
And then like
influencers taking pics in front of fucking this is the end style apocalyptic backgrounds.
People being like, and I'm not gonna say who, but someone told me that like their friends in LA are like kind of rolling their eyes a little bit at a lot of like the going above and beyond, trying to support
virtue signaling,
broadcasting the fact that you're like trying to help out.
Right.
Which we just did, talking about donating to race.
No, but
shit. But and then like
that's fair.
And then like one thing that, and I'm again all sympathy and empathy to everyone in LA, and
we love
LA
getting
everything that you need. Yeah, you had a great time out there.
I know.
I fell in love with the city. But someone's like, I saw Close Friends where someone like posted like hey, I'm like an herbal healing
come on,
holistic healer, and if anyone needs my services, like I have crystals and like just the most like LA shit.
Yeah, I saw something similar, but
which we hope that everyone gets to rebuild.
Sure.
And now that Gavin Newscum has waived the environmental review process, now everyone can just build.
Let's go
as unsustainably as they want.
Yeah, dude, get Adrian Brody on the horn, dude. We're going fucking brutalist mode. We're gonna rebuild, and we're gonna build better. We're gonna build stronger.
Well, now that Trump also Trump's not even our president.
Not yet.
I mean, he's like acting president. Everyone's just like deferring to him.
Yeah,
but
soon come.
And when he shuts down the border, hey, a lot of jobs for Americans to rebuild the city.
Yeah, right. There you go, dude. We're gonna create some jobs, dude. But anyway, but prayers up.
Oh,
honestly.
Big conspiracy theory.
Yeah, hit me.
So I don't know if it's New Scum or
everyone just hates this guy. It doesn't matter.
He's too handsome. That's what it is.
What side of the aisle you're on?
He's like Betty Draper's second husband.
Okay. Yeah. Low key.
He's too handsome, bro. Looks like a fucking McCarthy politician.
You don't think politicians can be handsome anymore? RFK was trying to play that card, especially because he's like ripped and whatever, but like he also looks crazy. Whereas Gavin Newsom is like classically
I think they got to be like the male politician has to be like broad shouldered and like kind of like Cro-Magnon-y, like Neanderthal, not like
so Trump kind of just a huge hulking brick shit
just a blob of human flesh and bone.
Mm-hmm. Height matters.
So the conspiracy theory is that LA was like, yo, brand new city in 2028. we're gonna like rebuild. We're gonna like, it's the new LA.
Right.
How high up does this go? I'm just asking questions.
Wait. Extrapolate. What do you?
So if the government's like, hey, we're gonna have a brand new city in place.
Yep.
We're gonna like update everything.
Mhm.
Everything's gonna be new.
Yep.
New, sustainable energy, mass transit, da. You can't build on top of something that's already there.
Okay.
That's the conspiracy theories that are flying around right now.
So it's just the plot of Chinatown and True Detective season 2.
You got your eye on the water commissioner?
I mean, I should. Everyone should.
Yeah.
Damn. My favorite too is all right. The best, dumbest dog brain thing I saw was, I'm sure you saw this, was people being like, it's right by the water, like the ocean, like use ocean where it's like salt water doesn't put out fires.
No, it does.
But not, I guess, okay. Well, not effectively. But no, that's what people are saying. Like, it's just right by the ocean. Use the ocean water. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It does. You're saying it does? You're one of these.
Well, they're
people?
scooping the water and dumping it.
I thought it has to be fresh water.
It's hard to. No.
It's just hard.
Salt is not flammable.
No, but it just is not. Wait, am I getting misinformation? Did I get caught in a psyop?
Yeah.
Shocker.
In 4K. Wait, you think salt water doesn't put out fire?
That's what I thought.
Bro, you think salt water is flammable?
Here's why California can't use ocean water to help fight the wildfires. I don't think salt water can wreck a fire, but could also wreck equipment and vegetation.
You can't. It's hard to pump all that salt through thousands and thousands of pipe and hose, and it is corrosive to the equipment like immediately. And I think this is secondary, but once you salt the land, like nothing can grow back.
Right, that's what happened in Carthage, famously.
Yes,
yeah,
because they put out a fire with salt water.
Well, the Romans burned it and then salted the earth. Yeah, that's fucking.
You thought salt water?
No. I didn't. I just knew that it wasn't that It wasn't just that simple.
Bro, they should have used prime water.
Honestly, with prime energy. Honestly, I bet you Logan Paul's donating hella prime energy and Mr. Beast is donating hella fucking Feastables.
Just prosthetics.
Yeah. Lunchleys or whatever shit is. Yeah. Are you watching a show on Amazon?
No.
Neither am I. Apparently it's fucking good.
What is it? It's like Squid Games.
He created real life Squid Games. And he built a city he built like a miniature city.
Maybe he can rebuild it.
That's what I'm saying.
He can rebuild LA.
All right. So, Mr. Beast, does he have a future in politics?
Well, he's not American, right?
Jimmy?
Isn't he fucking like Danish?
No, you're thinking of Ninja, dude.
Mr. Beast is not American.
Mr. Beast.
You ever heard him talk? He sounds like Elon Musk.
He is American.
No fucking way.
Yeah, dude.
Where was he born?
He's an American YouTuber. Donaldson was raised in Greenville, North Carolina.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I've never heard him talk.
I think you're thinking of because he's a YouTuber, not a streamer. I think you're thinking of like Ninja.
No, I know who Ninja is. Maybe Mr. Beast just fucking.
I think you're thinking of the Numa guy.
No, Mr. Beast just talks with the tism, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
but newly engaged to
a neuroscientist.
Well, she's got a lot of work to do with him. To the homies out in LA.
Yeah.
God damn, what a fucking disaster! What a nightmare! What an apocalypse! And yeah, this is like unheralded, unprecedented. I don't know. What you talk now?
No, it's just when I'm
keep your head up.
When I'm just, not to make light of it, but just like watching, I'm like, this is just literally the plot to This Is the End. Not that LA deserves this, which is I think, and this is the end. The apocalypse is brought on by the nature of humanity, and they deserve this brutal reset. But no, it's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warzone shit. Really, really, really shitty. And yeah, hope everyone. I don't know if you're affected directly, indirectly, you're good, doing better. Shit's crazy. Also, I will say this, kind of a miracle that the death toll has remained this low at this point.
Yeah. Knock on wood.
But yeah. All right. Let's talk about another.
More about property devastation, right? People just like you lose. What is it like? What do they say in Fight Club? The things you own end up owning you. And it's like, and obviously, and while obviously
That's
loss.
a Papa Roach lyric.
Really?
The things you own you.
They just fucking plagiarized fucking Chuck Palahniuk and David Fincher by Association. That's
maybe
crazy.
the outro music.
Please no.
Papa Roach between angels and insects.
All right. Well, now we have our fucking episode title.
All right, let's talk about a hopefully happier, more of a happy ending seismic change in society and human behavior, which is Lawrence is getting healthy.
Trying to. I'm making
Lawrence is not boozing
right now. We're not resolution.
Tell us about this.
We're not resolution guys, but I decided to turn over a new leaf
Starting January 4th?
in the new. Yes, I gave myself a little leeway
Because January 3rd, you were
to wean off.
January 3rd, January 2nd,
Oh.
January 3rd, you were
I mean, whatever.
not living this current lifestyle. That you're living now.
No. And the bigger thing is, it's not even so much about booze, even though I have been sober for a little bit now, which is, I'm not going to stop
How long
drinking.
have you been sober for?
Well, actually, fuck, I had some wine at dinner over the weekend.
Okay.
So, 48 hours.
All right.
But I think the bigger thing,
48 strong, baby.
I think the bigger thing,
The first 48.
yeah,
Those are the most important.
yeah, the new year happening, and then also, knowing that I'm going to not have my shirt on in Miami, I kind of realized that the one meal a day thing and my quote unquote eating disorder, as you would call it, it got out of hand where,
I think doctors would call it that, actually.
yeah, when you're eating one meal a day, it should be a good meal. Whereas this is where it goes back to the Popeyes thing and knowing the current state of all the sides. I was using the,
What do you mean there's no dirty rice?
I was using that one meal a day
Walk up in there with a dirty bomb.
to justify eating terribly for that
I
one
know.
meal. And a lot of the
And I would bring this up and you'd be like, nah, bro, it's one meal a day, bro.
and it got progressively worse because I have no self-control. And
What was at your best? What was the one meal a day looking like?
it would be like, okay, getting Thai food, it's like chicken lettuce wraps and then maybe like a coconut shrimp starter. But that's still like a fried shrimp,
Yeah.
which isn't actually even that bad. I guess that, and that was like somewhere in the middle of things getting progressively bad. Where like, is the one meal a day a Taco Bell haul? Right? Is that one meal a day the entire menu at Popeyes? Where
What was your Popeyes order?
so I'm a big tenders guy.
Oh,
So I love the tenders, and then
So crispy.
and then it's like,
hard
and then
fried.
it's every side,
What do you mean every
a
side?
small of every side.
Really?
Yeah, because they're small, but that's still not good.
Fries,
obviously.
mac and cheese.
So I will get the combo. So the fries will come with the tenders.
That's a lot of fries.
Yeah. I know, but they're so good.
So
It's like probably my favorite fast food fry.
You ever had Arby's fries?
Yeah, they're really good curly fries for sure. Jack in the Box also has great curly fries.
I've never had an Arby's, period. Maybe I had their fries.
Their fries are great.
Well, I love a curly fry.
Yeah, I think curly fries are probably that.
What are your top 3 fast food fries?
Popeyes, McDonald's, classic, and then it would be a tie because I do love curly fries as well. It's a tie between Jack in the Box and Arby's. Both have like a similar.
What are Jack?
They're curly fries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do the 3-piece, 5-piece.
5-piece, obviously.
Okay. I'm a 3-piece man,
That's not. You're right,
but I eat 2 meals a day.
yeah.
5-piece fries, smalls of what?
Small mac and cheese, small rice and red beans, small mashed potatoes and gravy, small coleslaw, and then it would be like,
That's a lot.
and then it's like, hey,
And sauces, bro. The sauces.
oh well, I basically do exclusively black and ranch, and then sweet heat.
Okay.
Those are my favorite. And then it's like, hey, you know what? Let's throw on some ghost pepper wings just to kick things up a notch. That's like a terrible, and that's like the worst example. That would be like maybe me on a weekend. But anyway, I basically lost the plot completely there. And the fact that I haven't done any exercise in a long time, because I was just leaning on the one meal a day eating disorder to kind of like, quote unquote, lose weight or maintain. I just like completely lost the plot.
6-piece nuggets?
6-piece
Or 4-piece?
nuggets of the wings, the ghost pepper
wings.
Yeah, ghost pepper wings, which are really fucking good, by the way.
I know.
I think Popeyes wings. Well, now they've made a big push with all of like you get them sauce and all this, but I feel like they've always been extremely like an
6-piece.
underrated. Yeah, I think probably.
That's what you would get.
Yeah, and I probably wouldn't finish, and I would not finish everything. And Jenna might kind of graze on some of this stuff too, since it is like a feast for probably like fucking, let's be real, 3-4 people. But yeah, so I lost the plot, and I'm just trying to course correct. And even though boozing is definitely a part of this, I've been in the gym now 7 days in a row.
Hold on. So what are your meals looking like now? No sides on the Popeyes?
No. So I'm not doing any, like, obviously there's carbohydrates in like anything you eat, but I'm not doing any, like, there's no starches, no whatever. I don't know what the term is. Like, I'm not eating any rices, not eating any potatoes, nothing like that.
Why not?
Because I'm also kind of crash dieting before Miami a bit, so I'm being extreme. This will probably change when I'm on vacation to some degree, and then it's like a lot of protein. So it's like a lot of shrimp. It's a lot of shrimp. It's a lot of chicken.
What are you ordering?
A lot of eggs.
Is you still ordering or are you cooking?
I'm ordering. Well, I've been cooking. So, like, for example, if I was gonna get like a Tom Khan soup, like I'm eating a lot of Thai food. I like healthy Thai, papaya salad, things like that.
There's a ton of salt and sugar in there.
I understand that the sodium that I'm consuming is probably has not been figured out yet. Okay. I understand that. I'm not completely like,
we're gonna do food, then we're gonna do exercise, then we're gonna do alcohol.
Yeah. I've been ordering a lot of soups and a lot of salads and a lot of like protein, and then been adding eggs to things that I make. So like yesterday I had a bowl of chili that I did not make at home. I ordered, and I was like,
from Wendy's?
No, from a local place by me that has a turkey chili that makes a fantastic turkey chili. And I was like, let me throw 2 eggs in that chili just to get the protein up.
Okay.
Because my gym regimen has been twofold, which is one is I'm doing the hot girl walk thing that you talked about.
What is that?
The TikTok trend, 12-3-30.
What the hell is that?
Oh, okay. Treadmill on 12% incline.
Yeah.
But though mine go to 15, so I've been going to 15.
Yeah.
3 miles an hour, 30 minutes.
Okay. I think it's really bad for your knees and your ankles.
I was researching it because of my busted ankle, and the thing that
your ankle.
But it's actually, so it's kind of like been, so I researched it because I didn't want to set my progress back. I was reading that was a nice low impact PT style cardio.
Okay.
Is what I read. So I don't know.
PT style.
Physical therapy.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm doing that, and then
you sweating?
Yeah.
You watching TV?
Dude, I am so out of shape that like this is supposed to be like an easy way to get anyone in the gym for a half an hour. And the woman who popularizes on TikTok lost like 30 pounds doing this exercise.
Yeah, she's the Jared from Subway of the treadmill.
3 miles an hour for me, I'm like, I'm a dog by the time that shit is done. I'm fucking panting, bro.
You got I'm
sweating and I'm very exhausted.
How many zins you popping while working out?
So it's funny because I know
you're doing smelling salts before you get on the treadmill 3 miles an hour.
I wish. No, I'm not doing. I'll like wake up and have my coffee and zin and kind of like get myself ready to go to the gym. But no, I'm not.
Celsius is a pre-workout, right?
No, I know, but I haven't been taking. I'm just been drinking espresso. I try not to have Celsius like before noon.
Very, very healthy.
But I know dudes.
Zin's on the other hand, pure nicotine juice.
I know dudes that love lifting with Zin, right? To give you that extra like buzz or whatever. But I have not.
The best thing is poppers.
I mean, shit, dude. I'm down with that. I'm down to experiment and try. We are in a
loose butthole in the incline. Come on.
Yeah,
you look back, your asshole's dragging behind you on the treadmill. Like a dog dragging its ass on the carpet.
Yeah. I'm all ears if anyone has any tips and tricks. I really have not, outside of during COVID when I like was doing my stair routine.
Yeah.
Walking just up and down stairs for an hour.
All right. So you're doing that. That's your cardio.
So that's half hour. And then
what are you watching on TV?
I'm listening to music.
Okay.
And my gym has like the gym in my building has TV. I'm not like, what am I put on First Take? Actually, maybe
probably,
that might be pretty good. I've just been listening to tunes, and then honestly, even though, like I said,
Rockman on repeat.
No, I got a nice little mix that I'm.
Whoa.
I was listening to some Lil Scrappy actually. Just this morning.
Wait,
because we talk about Lil Scrappy later this week
when we have Emily Dawn Long.
Yeah,
first guest episode of the year.
We're back to regularly scheduled programming.
Fun. Honestly, been meaning to have her. You know, first suggested she come on the pod was Sam Hine years ago. I ran into him. I'm like, yo, where you off? He's like, oh, I'm going to my friend Emily's studio.
He loves a Wanda.
He do be wanding.
Mm-hmm.
And he loved the Jeff shirts. And I was like, oh. And then just kind of roundabout befriended her and always was like, she'd be a fantastic podcast. And guess what? She is. Fun little, not little.
We've got some great pods stacked that are coming out. We won't spoil anything more than that.
But Ellie's a great way to kick off the year.
Great
it's
run
like
on deck.
For the heads, fashion, New York, sex and dating.
Small business owner, like just and
running
a
brand.
And a really talented designer that I bought the pin after the pod.
Yeah.
I hopped online, bought the pin.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we talked about your eating.
So
we're halfway through your exercise.
Yeah.
That's you're doing cardio.
So you're
also tossing plates.
So I'm starting with that half-hour cardio, getting warmed up, getting that heart rate up, and then I'm basically, as someone who did lift.
What are your workout fits?
Just Throwing Fits pod shorts, and then I'm working out in the Mizuno. What is this? The Mizuno Sports Style Wave
Skims.
It's just whatever underwear is on deck.
On deck.
Oh, I didn't even say my underwear is today because I'm going on vacation. I just did a load of laundry and I want to bring my best with me. I'm actually wearing boxer shorts today. I'm wearing Our Legacy Stussy boxer shorts.
Those are huge.
Yeah.
Is that why you're rubbing your upper thighs?
No. They're the Ripstop boxers, but it's a size medium, so they're not like that.
How does it feel having your clangers clang? Free range.
I'm feeling it. Honestly,
organic, like the eggs you put in your chili.
It's funny how not noticeable really of a difference there is. There's less support. Excuse me, less support for sure. But it's not like, how do I fucking exist with my nuts swinging around? But it's not like extra freeing either.
See, whenever I buy briefs or whether the best, the goat one, Skims or otherwise, I'm always just like, yep, my shit is tucked back. My shit is nestled up against me. Like Nosferatu and a sarcophagus.
In the gym, I wouldn't be wearing boxers in the gym. Like I wore a different pair of.
All right, so you do the cardio.
Yeah, and then just hitting some weights, trying to rediscover.
What are you doing?
I mean, I've been doing a bunch of bar work. So my gym, since I've last been in here, they added
a different type of bar work than you're used to.
Yeah, right. They and not like a ballet bar work, but they added a bench press to my gym since I have last worked out there. But there's no
in the last 3 years.
But there's no plates, or there were.
Could you do plates at this point, or are you just doing the bar?
Well, I probably could. I'm not like maxing out. I'm basically doing lower weight, more reps, just trying to basically find some muscle memory for like a lot of exercises or lifts, I should say, that I used to do when I was younger. So it's just like trying to basically remind myself and wake up all the various kind of upper body muscle groups that have basically laid dormant under layers of fat for years.
You're firing up the neurons in those B cups.
Yeah.
A cups.
Yeah.
A's? Juicy
B. We need to get him down to just a B. But and then dips, free weights, just trying to. I have literally whatever strength.
Are you just like
is all gone.
Are you just wandering around? Just like, oh, maybe I'll try that, and you just do it. And you're like, oh fuck. Or do you have did you download some David Goggins shit or some TikTok routine?
As a former meathead, I know that I'm doing a chest and a back day, or like I'm working those muscle groups. I'm doing you're
just doing shoulders, though, right? For Miami. Let's be clear. This isn't about health. This is about looking good at the pool.
Well, but because I have such an addictive personality, like the good side of that is I having just done this for a week, I feel great about this becoming like a routine now for me.
Great.
Every morning for sure.
I fucking hope it does, so you don't die at 45.
So then here's the question for you. And Jenna is kind of like, and she's super proud of me. She's giving me fucking great words of encouragement. She's loving it. My question though is, should I work out on vacation? I've never done that in my entire life.
The standard gym is full of beautiful gay men.
And they just redid it maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah. And
I know that.
And big fat rumped chicas.
Mm-hmm.
The spa is great. The spa just like the Turkish baths. You just like sit in like various like hot rooms and they're wet and dry and etc. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I always made the mistake of kind of like packing workout stuff and then just like take up space.
Right. Because you don't then use it.
Yeah. It's like I use like once or twice over the course of a week.
That's not that bad. twice
over like the course of a week.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe 3 times.
I don't know. For me, working out in the morning, like if I don't do something semi to like full on active in the morning, I'm just very sluggish.
Yep.
Through the rest of the day.
I've been noticing my energy has been way better throughout the day.
Yeah.
Starting off.
Oh, really? It's not the Zin and the Celsius?
Yeah.
I wasn't doing enough?
Nah, yeah.
And whatever else. But I don't know. I guess it really depends on like what you're trying to get out of the vacation. If you're doing a vacation, like your vacation mode, you're just lounging
all
right?
day.
You're just fucking lizard by the pool, right?
Until dinner.
Yeah. Soaking up the sun, soaking up a few daiquiris, soaking up a few margaritas.
Well, that's another thing. There's like thinking about how I'm going to approach.
Well, we're not on alcohol yet.
Okay, sorry.
We're not on alcohol yet. That's a big one.
But so Jenna was like, you're going to, and listen.
Did she work out on vacation?
No. So she was kind of like, again, I'm proud of your progress, but you might be like wasting your time bringing stuff to work out in. But then in my mind, I'm like, if we get up really early, because we're not out late, we don't do like a ton of partying when we do like a couple's vacation. So I'm like, if I'm up at 7 and the pool seats are reserved, why not get that 30-minute hot girl walk in to start my day off regardless?
Oh, well, you don't need, like on the treadmill.
Yeah. Just every day of the week.
Yeah. Why don't you bring the stuff just because, why don't you bring, what are you going to do for 15 days?
I'm going away for 8 days.
Why don't you bring the shit just to have so that if it strikes your fancy and maybe you do keep the routine going? I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like vacation. If I could play tennis or I'm not going to do like a fucking like workout in the hotel room or anything like that.
Right, off the laptop.
If I'm just like feeling cooped up, cabin fever, need to like go do something, I'll maybe hit the hotel gym if it's there. But I don't know. For my type of vacation, I'm like walking around a lot, right? So like I don't really feel the need to like have to get up and like do something hard, in the morning. But
you're right. If I don't bring it, then it can't happen, really.
Right.
So maybe I should just bring it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll like.
Also, what is that? Just a pair of shoes? It's just an extra pair of shoes.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, and then gym shorts, and then like. But then I'm like,
that's one pair of pot shorts.
I don't really travel with like t-shirts, right? I bring like collared shirts for like dinner, and then I do the thing we've talked about this before, which is like kind of like the old money hack, which is like the shirt you wore out the night before, you like wear to the pool the next day, and you're kind of on like your waspy shit, which I like. So it's like I don't normally bring t-shirts, and I'm like, I'm definitely not going to be in the gym at that gym with all those people you described in a pleaser, because I'm bringing pleasers because they're my undershirts. Yeah. That's like a bit like, who the fuck does this loser think he is?
Get this ugly
for real,
fuck out of here.
They're going to call the
banned from the standard.
They're going to call the front desk on me. So maybe I will.
I'm saying it's a bandard.
Maybe I'll bring like this is obviously like a lifestyle sneaker, but maybe I just bring something like this.
So are you like sore? Are you like working out to the point where you're like sore and like?
But I like that. That's
need like recovery.
I mean, dude, having not really like lifted seriously. I mean, I had like fits and like little, what is it called?
Fits and starts.
Yeah.
Throwing fits and starts.
Fits and stops and starts. And, throughout the past couple of years, like feels like real progress and momentum.
Do you think this is going to continue? Do you honestly think in your heart of hearts,
it has to,
this is going to continue beyond just your crash diet before you and your wife go on vacation where it's just like a photo fest?
No, and that's the thing.
Because that's ultimately what drove this, right? It's just like, I'm going to take photos of myself. I'm going to look shirtless. I'm going to be shirtless.
Shit, I forgot to mention my fucking really cool new Fugazi belt.
Oh,
shout out Trevor. What was I going to say? No, it's not even about photos, even though like I'm enough of a narcissist where like I can recognize because I don't weigh myself, but I can recognize in my face when I've gained a little bit of weight, or obviously you can feel it in how your clothes fit. But it's more about like, I don't know, dude. My thing is like, if I go slow and steady and I keep this up, like maybe I could be a weapon by summer. Yeah. I'd like to be.
What are you going to do? Just keep walking and keep tossing plates?
Well,
keep tossing bars?
I think the thing with the hot girl walk is like, I need to build up some actual cardiovascular health and stamina. And this is like at least the beginning. I don't think I'm going to be the guy that like runs on the treadmill, but like this is a way to, again, get the blood flowing.
Okay, but this also requires a change in a probably more like sustained change in your diet.
Oh yeah, and I think that's honestly that's probably the biggest thing.
And the one thing I'll say is that ordering in or eating out every single meal, you are never going to be in control of what you're putting into your body. Not to be on some fucking like actual health shit, but like the reason why food in restaurants tastes so good, butter, salt, fat, like chemicals. That's why it tastes so fucking good. versus like if you're cooking at home.
Are the fats in butter that bad for you?
Well, they certainly contribute to the titties.
Probably.
But it's like an obscene amount of butter. It's like an absurd amount of butter.
Okay, that's fair. I don't think I'm
typically. So it's you know, if you're gonna take control of your body and your health, maybe it's like means cooking at home as well, just so you know like what is you're actually putting into you.
Well, I will say that I feel like when I'm ordering chicken lettuce wraps and papaya salad, like that's not being cooked with butter, right?
Oil, ton of sugar, ton of oil.
Yeah,
probably like old bad oil.
What's
too.
Is fish sauce good or bad for you?
Huge amounts of sodium.
Okay, yeah, the sodium thing I'm aware of. Oh, also I've been hydrating crazy. I've been peeing like a damn fucking madman.
Nice,
bro. But
drinking water. All right.
No,
step one.
No, but like
every journey begins with but a single step.
I definitely have been like an above average hydrator, but like the clip that I'm on now is I've definitely like, upped the ante there.
Let's talk about the third pillar of your health journey. And honestly, the one that blew me the fuck away. Your current, maybe future relationship with alcohol.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I think you were blown away because I just blatantly said a crazy, egregious lie, which is that I wasn't going to drink on vacation. Like I'm going to drink on vacation, but I
was like, wait, so your whole vacation, the whole MO is to chill by the pool.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing at the pool besides pool, food, like unhealthy, like pool food.
The standard's not terrible with that. And also you
eat the chopped salad for 8 days.
Maybe.
And
it's good.
And drinking.
Yeah, so
the bar.
So I think it's like instead of drinking,
you're gonna go to Miami, the pleasure center, the fucking Las Vegas of the East Coast.
My brain is the pleasure center, dude. No, I'm not gonna be. I think that normally I would the way that
pleasure center.
Normally at Miami, dude, my diet during the day. Forget about the food, but just in terms of like I'm doing fucking beer, cig, like starting at 11.
Earlier
nap time.
Don't
until
give yourself
dinner.
Some credit earlier.
Yeah, I don't think that is something that I even want to do.
All right,
where it's like a cocktail here and there, not bad. Maybe a glass of rosé or something versus like drinking a Monopolio, crushing a Monopolio.
So I had to do,
which is a bummer because I do love having a beer on vacation at the pool. Many beers.
I had to do a. I'm currently trying to figure out a food allergy of mine.
Uh-oh.
So I've been keeping a food diary.
You're eliminating things, right?
Well, no, I'm just keeping track of shit.
No, but I'm saying it's a process of elimination.
It will be.
Yeah.
But right now I'm just documenting it. Mm-hmm. So maybe something that could be interesting, I don't know, for like future podcasts is if you take a food diary, drink diary of what you consume on vacation.
But isn't that more fun when it's like me at Thanksgiving and everyone wants to know how many beers I had?
Well, I want to know how many beers you have in Miami when you're like not drinking.
Oh,
quote unquote.
I think that, loving beer, I think that's like the worst thing you can drink. Not in terms of the caloric intake and
or like a frozen daiquiri.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, I don't know. I think that I will be drinking, but I think it's going to be at a way more moderate clip during the day. And then I was thinking about what
does that mean?
I think that means
less than 12 before dinner.
No. I think that means somewhere between 0 and 4 glasses of wine, rosé, we'll call it, instead of
per day and night.
No, at most during the day, and then versus 10 beers.
You're gonna stick to rosé?
I don't know what the options are.
Keep track. I'm curious, and it's a way to keep yourself accountable because I'll look back on what I ate when I'm just jotting down. I'm like, oh shit, I actually ate kind of shit today.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Tracking is good.
The steak, the cheesesteak at Thai Diner, by the way. Oh my God.
Is that a new addition?
Relatively new.
Is it a sandwich?
Lunch only sandwich.
Yeah, not eating sandwiches.
Fucking fire.
Yeah.
I had my doubt. I was like, oh, it's just whatever. It's like a thing. It is so fucking good.
I have, that's been a tough loss for me is eliminating sandwiches and pizza.
Sarnies.
Yeah. That's a bummer.
Well, that's good because there was that huge article, I guess the dietary guidelines in the US. The Surgeon General says that alcohol legit just causes cancer.
I mean, shocker. I mean, it's poison.
I think it's more direct than previously ever believed, or at least before big alcohol. I'm sure shelved the study that probably came out in the 70s.
Get the lobbyists lobbing.
So maybe now, you're going to avoid lung cancer if you stop smoking,
Now I've moved on to gum cancer.
you're gonna have mouth cancer for sure, like Michael Douglas from eating pussy.
Hopefully not.
Maybe you'll now skirt alcohol cancer.
I mean, if that's...
When was last time? Wait, so you stopped drinking what? I know that you were drinking on the January 2nd and January 3rd because we podded on the 3rd. You had 4 beers on pod.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, just one, bro.
And that was my last... I didn't have a drink until...
when did the shakes stop?
There was no... Shut the... I'm not an alcoholic, dude. I honestly don't even drink during the week that much unless I'm like going out, which I haven't been doing.
Or podcasting.
That I was in bad shape, dude.
The 4 beers helped, I'm sure.
Yeah, they did. I felt great by the afters.
I was really wondering because you were like, yeah, I'm not drinking. I was like, did something happen?
No, it was just I'm trying to just make positive, trying to make good choices, and I'm trying to build some momentum to be a healthier person in general outside of Zin and whatever other stuff. But no, and then I had 2 glasses of Pinot Noir over the weekend because I had dinner with my parents before my grandmother's 100th birthday party.
Pinot Noir.
Yeah. And I think it's about also being smarter with those drink choices as well. Again, trying to cut out beer. Like if when we go out to dinner, am I going to be like the vodka soda at dinner guy? Maybe.
What about this is probably a little bit more extreme, but what about have you considered about like putting yourself in situations where things are flowing, people are overindulging in those environments, in the situations, and either removing yourself from those or being like so conscious of the fact that like you're like, okay, I'm like entering the danger zone. Let me be like extra mindful of what my choices are. And even more extreme, like, have you considered, or has this thought even crossed your mind? I don't know. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe it's not even like a concern. Like removing people from your life that it's like, yo, anytime I'm with this person, it's end up at whatever.
I'm not cutting anybody. Not cutting anybody off. But in terms of like going out, where I actually don't know what my self-control would be like.
I guess it's also only been like 5 days.
Yeah, so. No, it's been, like I said, this has been like at least it's been a solid week of good progress in the gym, in terms of diet, in terms of alcohol consumption. We'll see what happens on vacation. Not that, again, when I go on a couple's vacation, we're not like, it's not the kind of boys night out level partying where things go off the fucking rails quick. This will be, it'll be interesting to see what happens in Miami. But to your point, I haven't gone out. There's been opportunities where I could have like, gone out for cheeky pints or gone fucking turbo over the weekend. And
what do you do? You're just like, no, I'm good. I rented The Apprentice. I'm good.
I opted out. I've opted out versus what will be curious to your other point is when I opt in, can I keep it on the fairway?
Or when Miami's in the rearview mirror and you're like, all right, the titties look good.
Well,
I kept it high and tight.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of because it's literally barely, like I said, it's just been a week. I almost like feel like I have to work out on vacation or I could lose the mental progress that I like set up for myself in the path that I feel like I'm on. Whereas like, cause now just taking 8 days off, the 8 days that I'm gone, like we just neutralize everything we did to some extent. I don't want to be that guy.
Not to trivialize your new journey, but it's like it's been a week.
Yeah. Also,
it's got to be a fucking long-term commitment. I think.
No, for sure. I want to.
Got to be. But if you want, like,
I want to do
it. If you want to change the, I'm sure your insides look like Pasadena right now. If you want to like change that shit,
Jesus Christ,
rebuild. It's probably a long-term thing.
No,
not just a week.
I want to try to see if I can have consistent levels of exercise and healthy eating habits during the week and drinking and partying habits through the winter and the spring. That's my goal. We'll see.
So that you can go extra crazy in the summer.
No, not about that. I want to look good. I want to be a fucking weapon, dude. I want to be a weapon.
What does that mean?
I want to look.
You want to be able to like fight people? I want strong.
I want to look strong. I want to look like someone who cares about their health. How about that? We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Which for me is a weapon because normally it's like, well, this guy doesn't give a fuck about himself.
Well, in the winter, he's
a weapon against himself.
You got the big coats and you got the fucking roll necks to cover up the neck rolls.
Which like I think in my old mindset would just be like, oh, who cares? I don't want to think that way. I'm trying to fight that demon.
I wonder what the craziest like health thing you're going to get into.
No, I'm not going to fall victim, I think, to anything. No,
say this now, bro.
No carnivore diet. No like bodybuilding shit. I'm not getting on a cycle.
Listen, man, I just a few weeks ago I started up a Muscle Milk Amazon subscription.
Okay, cool.
So I got a crate coming in every 2 weeks ish.
For gains?
Just for protein.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for gains.
Okay.
What else? Oh, I started mouth taping. I got mouth tape.
Wow. Okay.
TikTok.
That's I'm familiar with it.
Honestly, I fuck with it.
Oh yeah?
I really fuck with it.
Have you had any close encounters of dying in your sleep?
No, because when you're sleeping and like you're like you're snoring, right?
Mhm.
And then like you're
Yeah,
whatever,
I understand.
it's terrible for you're not getting enough air.
Mhm.
And I would wake myself up, and like the few times where I haven't put it on, I've like woken myself up and like,
Right. Little
And then, like,
apnea.
your mouth is open, so you're dried out, like your sinuses get all fucked up. But then when I've done it, I still wake up early, but I actually last week I slept like shit. But I haven't really been like doing the thing which is normal, where I like wake up at like 3 and I can't go to bed until like 4:30.
So you sleep better with mouth tape? Because that's all I need to hear. Because I've been sleeping pretty shitty, even though like
Yes.
I've been.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, I
And
might
the
look
added
into it.
bonus, TBD. But all of the before and after, like 30 days of mouth tape, all the people just have like they can actually do like the fucking Rizzler.
Okay,
Um,
interesting.
so we'll see.
Even though the Rizzler he could use some mouth tape. for sure.
Okay,
Uh,
he's a child.
I think that what I'm doing, if anything, is almost like an outdated, like I'm kind of just, and I know this is not good for sodium, cholesterol, blood pressure, these things, but I'm basically doing more of like an Atkins diet than like anything. You remember that? Where it's basically
Just
like
meat.
No, I mean, there's because like a
Meat and
carnivore
veg?
I feel like a carnivore diet. Do they even eat vegetables on that carnivore diet? No, I'm doing.
They eat eggs and
Yeah.
it's just animal product. The opposite of
I
veganism.
also stay away from red meat for the most part.
Ugh.
That's a treat for me now. Red meat can become a treat. Like when I had those 2 glasses of Pinot Noir, I had a ribeye.
But if you're trying to rebuild muscle after tearing it down,
Eggs, chicken, and maybe
red meat, brother.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to find some balance here. But yeah, no, I'm not eating any bread, no fucking rice.
This is
no
step
pasta.
one. This is step one.
Yeah.
When you're on like step 19 of your journey, I'm just curious what like because I'm admittedly doing some kooky shit. I'm curious what your like weird thing will be.
The bar for me, even at step 19, will still be so low because of how sedentary and unhealthy of a person I've been, besides the intermittent fasting that I've been doing for quite some time now, which is like basically like a new lifestyle choice, whether that meal is good or bad. Like I've kind of found a zone there. I still think that at step 19, I don't think I'm going to be ready to hop into the fucking pseudoscience waters necessarily.
Give yourself some credit.
We'll see.
Well, you're not going to be able to because TikTok will be dead by then.
Well, I'm getting, dude, the amount of Sam Sulik, is that his name? The reels that I've been,
guy.
but the bodybuilder guy.
Yeah.
I'm
aware.
He's fucking awesome. Not because I'm following any workout tips. I like the motivational stuff. It actually works.
Yeah.
It's there's just something, and I understand.
Do you listen to like
very popular.
Do you listen to like motivational speeches on YouTube before you hit the treadmill at 3 miles an hour?
No, but I do when I do on my Explore page see somebody stealing his content and like throwing a filter on it and like throwing subtitles and like ripping out like an AI generated version of him like basically giving fellow, I guess in his case, bodybuilders like words of affirmation to like continue. It works. I get it.
You want to run? You want to walk through a wall?
Yeah. I want to steadily walk uphill on an incline through a wall.
I'm walking up those hills.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at after 7 days. 7 days.
I hope some of this sticks. I hope the positive behaviors that you are imparting upon yourself, I guarantee will impact the others around you.
I hope so.
Myself included. That's just how these things tend to go. I hope that you're able to, throw out the bras and go back to training bras, the Cortez pleasers, and that your pants are better and that you feel better about yourself and you put yourself in better situations.
Okay.
Same words that I said to the LA homies apply to you.
Thanks so much.
We will rebuild.
I personally am not equating my situation to theirs.
We will rebuild.
Yeah.
Lawrence will rebuild.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
I had a little cardio sesh myself last night. For 3 hours, I was shaking my rump.
Murder on the dance floor.
To the sweet, sweet tunes of Jamie XX. Well, actually, he played for 2 hours, and then the opener was also gas.
Oh, yeah?
I just want to shout them out real quick because they do deserve it. D Diggs.
Okay. Never heard of them.
Not sure the pronoun, but D Diggs was awesome. Yeah, I'm not a big like techno music attendee, although we do have a guest that we banked the episode where I was listening to the rough draft of that episode, and it did get me excited to go experience this, like, not a rave, obviously.
Right.
But like an electronic music experience at the Armory, which is fucking fire. The sound was so good, but also you could have a conversation with the person next to you.
Really?
Which was great.
I've only ever been for a fashion show.
There's a
Park Ave Armory.
Yeah. You didn't go to the Armani party
No.
with Shaka Khan. Oh my God. Honestly, the two best concerts I've been to recently at the Armory. But I was fucking dancing my ass off to Jamie XX, and
Your artist of the year.
Walking in, it is true. Walking in and like, yo, I don't really know that much about Jamie XX, but when this guy walked out, I'm like, that's fucking Jamie XX.
Oh, you didn't even like know what he looked like?
No. I don't even know him by the sound.
Oh, you know
man.
what? It's funny when that's so funny to say that. So when I close my eyes or imagine Jamie XX, I'm picturing James Blake, but that's a completely different guy.
I think so.
No, it is. James Blake is, is
The tennis player, James Blake.
No. The musician, James Blake.
Yes.
So wait, what is Jamie XX? Is just a white guy?
You're beautiful. That's James Blake, right?
No, that's
you're beautiful. It's true.
that's
Fuck with you.
Hold on.
It's James something with a B.
Blunt.
James Blunt.
I didn't even have to Google it. It came to me.
Beautiful.
Not to be confused with Dave Blunt's or Dave Blunt.
You're smoking loud. It's true.
How old is Jamie XX? Is he our age?
I looked it up. 35.
Okay. So he's a millennial.
Yeah. And the crowd was very millennial.
I liked the XX, at least that debut record. And then I've liked, what's the Young Thug riding that pussy like a stroller song?
I know there's gonna be good times.
Oh, that's an all-time.
He came out with the
outro music?
Sure. He came out with the encore. That was his encore, which is honestly didn't really vibe. Was
Really?
kind of weird.
It's not a deep cut. I mean, he's playing for an encore for a reason, right?
No, but it's like it is anomalous to most of his like output, which is more just like electronic and sample driven.
Right.
Which was what he was playing most of the night and was fucking awesome and just dancing like crazy. And then the crowd was gays, girls, millennials, Gen Z, geriatric millennials, Bushwick ass motherfuckers, like some fine. There's one guy, one cursed bro.
There always
like,
is.
Constantly going back and forth for vodka sodas and had like a real horse mouth. Like,
Was he off that horse mouth? Was he off the
no,
cat?
I don't think so. One of these guys that like very like normie haircut, but wearing like a mushroom t-shirt. Not like online ceramics, but like
he's a cool finance bro.
yeah, I do drugs.
Yeah.
But was just like getting, obviously the vibe in the room was more drugs than alcohol.
Okay. I can get with that.
Although they were serving Narragansett, which is great beer, obviously. And Narragansett
brewed with honor, sold on merit.
Narragansett light lager.
Whoa.
Yeah, didn't have it.
I didn't even know they made a light lager.
Me neither. It's blue.
The can is blue.
The can is blue.
He was out of place.
He was just like, everyone was like very like good vibes. He's kind of like, very fluid, flowing. And he's just like,
he's aggro.
He's like, woo, yeah, yeah, like throwing up the fucking rock horns. I'm just like, bro,
you gotta act like you've been here before, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he was having a good time, so like respect. But
who was he with? Was he alone?
His girl. So like my crowd, we like migrated away. Like that's naturally there's like a empty circle of space around him. It's like no one wanted to be near this guy because he's just like herking and jerking.
A bad vibes radius.
Yeah, just fucking spilling his vodka everywhere. Speaking of bad vibes, though, we walked in, or as we're walking in, it's a huge space. So there's like this like enormous like entry area, and someone's like, "Yo, look, Alexander Wang." It's like, oh fuck, let's see where he's going and go the opposite direction,
Yikes.
so that we don't get rubbed up on or have a little, I don't know, little surprise pop into our Narragansett.
What he was accused of or whatever, fake cancel for fondling.
Yeah, I think fondling a bunch of models.
Yeah.
Male models.
And he skated. Right? He didn't like, he did like a fake ass apology.
He still had his brand.
Get out of
I think
the
he stepped
limelight.
back.
Yeah.
And then I think he tried to have a comeback moment. But I think that he's still slightly persona non grata. And I think that
he has a lot of famous friends, though. And that's all you need in this game.
I think his famous friends kind of like maybe tried to come out and support him again. But then also we're just like, oh shit, he doesn't have the juice anymore.
Yeah.
He didn't have the motion. He like lost it. So they kind of were just like, all right,
My man Wang got no motion.
yeah. That's a standstill Wang. But also I guess the rumors are that he's just kind of like a dick to begin with.
That's what I've always heard.
And so people were maybe happy to kind of like cut that off a little bit. Cut off the Wang.
Distance himself. Just bob at that shit.
Yeah.
Lorraine bob at that shit. Yeah, that's not a guy that I want to see at I know you're not at a rave, but that's like, you're right, the number one guy, not the number one of the top guys you don't want to see at that kind of situation.
No.
Not at
There's
all.
a lot of guys you don't want to see in that type of situation.
He's one of them.
He's one of them. You don't want to be in front of him, next and behind him, whatever. But
Catty corner.
that aside,
yeah,
Jamie XX, fantastic show.
that's great to hear.
I think he's going to LA soon.
Sounds like a fun time, dude.
It's great.
How is that like on a Sunday night though?
It was good, honestly,
On a
because
night.
I was like, all right, wraps at 11.
Oh, really?
Going home in bed at 11:30.
He
went
goes on.
he went from 9 to 11.
This is why a millennial DJ is not. Though I guess
This is
who
not-
knows
this
what
was not
Diplo does or whatever.
But this is what he did this on. I did the intel on Reddit ahead of time.
smart.
Speaking of fucking geriatric millennial shit.
Go to the real facts.
The Thursday,
source.
Friday, Saturday, he was also 9 to 11.
Okay.
And then my intel told me that, because there's a coat check, right?
Mhm.
Hundreds of people. Go to the coat check at like, check your coat.
Mhm.
Because it's fucking hot in there. And you're dancing.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's awesome, etc. 10:45, 10:30, go back to coat check. Scoop up your coats before the line hits. Hold your coats for the last like 15, 20 minutes.
Sure.
I was the hero that did that. I was the fucking man.
Smart move,
and then
dude.
afterwards, all these sucker asses were lining up for their coats. I'm like, yo, see ya. I'm going home. I'm in bed at 11:30.
That's Reddit is, yeah, it's good. I mean, Jenna loves using Reddit for that too, where it's like getting that firsthand account that apparently you assume is going to be trustworthy. That's actually a great hack. That's a good coat check hack for like any show, honestly.
Yeah, bro. What else do you want to talk about? Oh, your dad? Speaking of fucking narcs.
I found out an incredible story. So we were celebrating my grandma Michael's upcoming 100th birthday.
Congrats to
Michael.
She.
No.
They.
The artist formerly known as Mitzi.
Okay.
Changed her name to Michael. She is a woman.
How do you spell Michael?
How do you spell it? Just like you spell Michael. Michiael. Yeah.
It's not like a Jewish spelling?
No.
Michael?
Well, she changed it it was Mitzi and she changed it to be less.
What's Mitzi short for?
I don't know.
Amanda?
I have no idea. No, I think Mitzi might be just like a Yiddish first name. I know it sounds.
Maria or Miriam?
It wasn't.
Dude, your grandmother is transgender.
No,
like, I don't understand why this is not like
No shit. What see?
this is not foundational. Like
To be clear, like I know that this is like a bit on the show, but like I don't know if anyone actually believes that, and I don't want people to think that. My grandma, or I don't, because that's
women named Michael.
it might have been a trend in the. She was born in 1923.
Do you want to hear the 4 notable women named Michael?
Besides my grandmother, sure.
Besides your grandmother, Michael Michelle, an actress and producer who appeared in Harlem Nights.
Mm-hmm.
That's a movie. Michael Learned, a 4-time Emmy winner who appeared on The Waltons.
Mm-hmm.
Soniqua Martin Green, name's not Michael. And Michal, a princess in the Bible who was the first wife of David.
Well, 2 of those you mentioned actresses. That was my grandmother's profession. She was an actress of stage and screen for a little bit. She was a beautiful. She still is a beautiful woman, but she was a smoke show.
Some variant spellings of the name Michael, such as Mikel or Mikel, have been used as gender neutral options.
No.
Going home when you see like photos of yourself as a teenager, which you post on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. That was at my grandmother's house.
Sure. Seeing like old family photos, does that motivate you to get even more in shape? You're like, wow, I'm such a fat fuck now. I need to get back to 16-year-old Lawrence. Because I feel that way when I go and see 15-year-old Jimmy.
Yeah, I think that it might have been a fucking freshman or sophomore. That's the Strokes tee that I got bullied for.
Honestly, deserve it.
But so anyway, so everyone's fucking reminiscing, and people are giving speeches, and everyone is showering.
Where were you?
At her? Well, she can't really go anywhere. She's 100
because of transphobia.
So we went to my we went to my cishet grandmother's condo. And I don't know how this came up, but I heard a story from my dad that I'd never heard before about him being like a cheeky little bastard when he was a kid, which was set up being like how him and I are very similar. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We couldn't be more dissimilar. But then he was like, well, when I was 12 years old, and I don't know what grade, this was probably
7th grade, 6th grade.
Yeah, I think it's 1969
Hell yeah.
Was the year
Summer of Love.
So his class was tasked with researching a foreign country and then doing a report to whatever to give to the
What
class.
did you do, Vietnam?
No, right. So he said like everyone in his class was doing like the obvious European countries or whatever, and he thought it would be funny to pick Romania mainly so that he could like write about Transylvania and Dracula as like a bit, because obviously there's much more, I guess, illustrious history in Romania. So he couldn't get any information in the library about Romania because at that time it was behind the Iron Curtain. So he had picked Romania, but couldn't really find anything. So he started writing letters to the Department of Tourism or something in Romania. He was sending like a bunch of letters requesting information for his report. This set off a red flag with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and my grandparents' address and the Schlossman family of Clifton, New Jersey was put on an FBI watch list. And they, at a certain point, he was sending enough letters requesting information. They like called my grandparents and thought that there was like either there was communist sympathizers like living in the house, and they like couldn't figure out what was going on. And then they realized it was because,
better dead than red.
it was because my dad was
a dirty pinko.
was a dirty pinko doing a school report on Romania. So they cleared that up with the FBI. And then I asked him, I said, well, did you ever get any like information for the report? And he actually said that he got a letter back from the Department of Tourism. And I want to read exactly what he said.
U.S. tourism.
No, Romania
tourism.
the Board of Tourism. He goes, I eventually got a letter back from them saying that Dracula was only a mythical person, but Transylvania was a beautiful place to visit. But my dad was literally on an FBI watch list as a 12-year-old.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, and I guess he didn't like get in. He didn't say if
he's a White Panther.
My grandmother did not remember this. But yeah, I was like, that's fucking crazy. And I was like, this is pretty fucking cool.
Oh, Transylvania is a region in Romania. I thought it's not its own country.
No. Nosferatu kind of talks about this a bit where they kind of, it's a region.
In the Carpathian Mountains.
Apparently a beautiful place to visit. But Dracula, according to USSR era Romania, just a mythical figure. I thought it was based on a real guy, to be clear. But
yeah.
I couldn't believe that. The FBI literally called.
Was your dad shook when he was a kid?
I don't think so. I don't think he got in trouble. I think he was just being like, just cheeky about it. And I don't think my grandmother did not remember. I don't know if he got in trouble with my grandfather, the OG Lawrence, who I'm named after. But I just thought that was I was like, oh, that's fucking hilarious and fucking cool.
Damn, bro. Your dad was a badass.
He was on an FBI watch list as a 12-year-old, dude.
Yeah. Before he became obsessed with cars.
Yeah.
Right?
I think
what's he whipping right now?
He's an Audi A8 guy.
Is that a sedan or
that's the big
SUV?
body? The big body.
Shit,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
But he had I'm trying to think that he had the non-limousine version. It's a Lincoln Continental. I think he had a 64, the same car that Kennedy was assassinated in. So he had like with the suicide doors. He had like a cool ass Cadillac for a long time.
The DeVille?
Yeah. No. It's a Lincoln Continental.
Ice
Cadillac
cream paint
DeVille.
job?
No, it was black. But he convertible. Speaking of Kennedy, but he sold that. That was the coolest car he ever owned.
With the fins?
With the what?
With the fins? He was Aquaman?
No, though. Does the Lincoln Continental have fins? No, I don't think so. The presidential limousine wouldn't have fins, and neither did his.
Speaking of presidential,
yeah,
your boy Ralph Lifshitz, he earned himself the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Byron.
The highest honor you can get as a civilian, I believe.
Yeah, him, Anna Wintour, who got
Michael J. Fox,
who got a nice little peck on the bob.
Yeah,
I saw that from Big Joe.
Michael J. Fox. Who else?
Yeah, I don't know who else. I mean, Ralph was obviously the only one we cared about.
Yeah,
and like we got the email ahead of time. I was like, "Yo, high alert! Needs to be
memed.
This photo when this comes out, like we need to pre-meme this."
Yeah.
Or maybe I just found it and was like, "Yo, what's the meme? Like, we need to fucking meme this ASAP."
Yeah, you're hot in the group chat on like I think the pics dropped on a Saturday or Sunday. Because this happened. You know what's funny to me? It was kind of like. Obviously, like I hope Ralph lives forever, and this proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that in terms of American designers, he's the GOAT. But it was funny to me that the ceremony was at like 11 a.m. It's like this is an old guy, like we got to get this done.
It's a brunch, bro.
And then fucking Byron too. They're like, we need to get this done before noon.
Yeah,
like because they needed
an early bird special.
They needed a nap. His fit, it was awesome to me that Ralph didn't church it up for the highest award that can go to civilian. He still wore like sneakers and.
Well, I think he has to wear sneakers now.
You think it's an orthopedic
I don't think
thing?
he can wear. I think
It's
he's
possible.
past hard bottoms era for sure.
He looked great. I thought.
I'm glad he didn't fucking try to cowboy it up and try to like steal the spotlight and do like a thing where like a big
I think
belt
even
buckle
this is like a thing because like Ralph is never not Ralph out.
He looks fine. He looks good. But it's just like a semi-regular shit. No, it's just like
I don't know. People
a gray herringbone jacket, white shirt, black tie,
classic polo tweed hunting blazer.
Okay, and then just black pants. No. And then I'm sure he wore some like loud.
I think they were jeans. He wore jeans.
I can't tell.
I think he wore jeans.
There's too much text on the meme over the image.
But the Zoot Borders creamed because he still takes a bow after all of the shows. Like he's still like fairly active despite being however fucking old he is. But I think the Zoot Borders still love this. Like it's like Solomon's or it's like weird fucking La Sportiva sneakers. The approach shoes that we've
Zoot
talked
Borders
about.
love old people that wear weird shit. And oh man, speaking also like Zoot Borders, like imagine if you learned about the LA wildfires if you had Zoot Board. What do you mean? There's a fucking climate change crisis happening.
I'm not going to tell your story, but you called your own shot with some content with the wildfire.
Well, I was like, I cannot wait for the Zoot Borders to post when the Hollywood sign catches on fire. Mm-hmm. It didn't. There's AI images of it catching on fire, and they posted that.
Yeah,
and it's like Jesus Christ, guys. Let's have some tact. Speaking of which, Lawrence, I don't know about this. Very tactful brand, worn by very tactful men. Chrome Hearts is dead.
Yeah,
Ralph not dead. Chrome Heart's dead, according to Gervonta Davis and Offset.
Yeah,
the Chrome Wars hath commenced.
Yeah, this is. I was wondering when we were going to reach this point because this has been the cruising altitude for rappers and athletes, like wearing Chrome in lieu of having any real taste or personal style because it is a signifier of extreme wealth in this day and age. And I believe 2 years ago on the Fitties, we threw it up as a trend. I don't know what we kind of wrapped it up in with some other stuff. I think we called them bottle service vampires. This would have been 2022.
I think also,
but yeah,
I think also like Chrome Hearts, we still have put it on brand of the year and it gets like no.
Yeah, but votes. I think we got to remove it now. Couple things. One, what's the Simpsons meme? He's already dead.
It's when the French Hamburglar is getting beaten to death by Krusty the Clown.
Right. When we're talking about Chrome being dead,
please, I need wine for my children. Oh no, that's someone else.
In this sense, like that's the meme because it's washed and dead and corny now. Like, come on, guys. Not that this will have any negative impact on Chrome, and if anything, I think they're probably happy about this.
If Offset, who was voted, I think, got last place in last year's Fitties, seriously, below Drake, if you can believe it, is declaring something dead, it's whatever. Like that's them to declare it. I mean, what's more egregious to them being like, yo, I started this shit. I started Chrome. Chrome should be paying me to make Chrome a thing.
That was Gervonta Davis's whole thing where it's like, let's come to an agreement.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Which, hey, I'm not here to disparage Tank because I don't want to get fucking my ass beat. I don't want the last thing I see before meeting my maker is just Gervonta Davis doing a backflip in Chrome shorts.
Yeah, he's never lost a professional fight. I believe he's 30-0. He's a fucking beast. And honestly,
a fellow homie of the mutual homie Steven Victor.
Yeah,
he signed to Victor,
his manager. Yeah. I think Chrome does not give a fuck about this. I think that if anything, I would love to see what's next for these. Like, okay, so if Chrome is washed and dead, like what are the Offsets and Tank Davises of the world going to wear? And is it like ERL?
I think it's like Rick.
Nah, but like Rick
I think it's gonna be Rick.
Couldn't you make the same this argument of like I started it and now it's fucking whack? Couldn't you?
I want to see Offset and Gervonta Davis in like the Rick heels.
Oh, the Kiss boots.
Yeah, which are like more conspicuous.
Yeah.
As a expensive item than like just loose shroud that Rick Owens has designed, but doesn't necessarily have like the branding or awareness of it besides like the way that the boots do. I don't know. It's whatever the next, like it's gonna be like Birkin bags or some shit.
Chrome Birkin bags?
It's gonna just be like Hermes. I mean,
yeah.
I was watching someone posted, I don't follow Tank, but maybe I do. But someone posted his like rant on Twitter, which is where I get all my news. And I'm just like, yo, he's like, I'm selling all my shit. And it's like, all right, you're about to flood the market.
Yeah.
But if I feel bad for I almost feel bad for the resellers.
Yeah.
For the Chrome resellers, like if they tie their horse to this iron cart.
Oh, I know what's next.
What?
It's fucking ERD, dude. It's enfant riche de permet.
I don't know about that. I think that maybe there's some Chrome resellers. There's some Chrome resellers that group it all together. I don't think it's going to be that. I really don't. There's not enough of it.
That's why it will be the thing. Because right now it's like, well,
there's not enough of it. And also like Chrome, like ERD, Alpha Riche Supreme. Yeah. It's like nuns getting fingered. Like that's the imagery. It's not as obvious as just like the leather.
Oh, it needs to be more conspicuous.
Cross
patches. Yeah, conspicuous.
And there's not enough of it. And it's also like, it's a little too like rock star.
Yeah.
Like you can wear Chrome. A lot of people wear Chrome. And like we had a rapper on the show recently that's like, yo, there's so much fake Chrome out there being like dealt and purchased and worn and claimed as real Chrome.
Peddled as real.
What was I saying though? I don't remember. Whatever. I think it's just it's. I feel bad for the resellers that have tied their horse to this cross cart.
Yeah,
that are now like, oh fuck, if this is two podcasters said Chrome said who fucking that doesn't matter. If two of the biggest athlete rappers musicians in the world.
Damn, should I get rid of the ring?
Honestly, I'm surprised you haven't already.
I like it.
Or it's just dissolved.
It might dissolve in the standard pool.
If you lose weight, if you lose some pinky weight, it might slip off.
Yeah,
Careful.
That's true.
Careful.
Yeah, gotta be careful with the cheapest chrome ring ever produced.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Got it at the chrome gumball machine.
Truly, dude.
But yeah, you think that do you think there's any panic in the chrome resale world?
I don't know.
Because I still see it's crazy, right? Like it's just gonna move to the unks. The unks are gonna be like, oh, the young dudes are on Chrome. Let me get on that. Oh, wow, there's a fucking surplus of Chrome in the market. I can get it for cheaper. I still see guys wearing fucking Yeezys.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like the unks will always bolster the economy so that the resellers can like
a spending unk rises all ships. Dude.
Stay afloat by leaning on the unks until like we figure out what the next shit is, and then the resellers can like monopolize or duopolize that.
Yeah. One interesting thing that I don't know if there's a direct one for one here, but whereas like a guy who I think is stylish, and I think you can kind of agree, but SGA was just, I guess I don't know why he's in New York right now. Maybe the Thunder are taking a break. I don't think they're necessarily playing the Knicks, but he was at Procel.
They played the Knicks.
They played the Knicks
on Friday.
Did they win?
I think the Knicks, I think the Thunder blew him out.
SGA, a guy who I think tastefully wears Chrome, and maybe I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt because like he is.
Oh, damn. They lost by 25.
He was at Procel doing his shopping versus like necessarily being at one of these, resellers or, trying to get some more Chrome for the coffers. He opted for like the, if you know,
what do you get, some
cool guy.
Mephistos?
Oh, no, that was the question that I had in a group chat is like, celebrating SGA having great taste as always and shopping with friend of the show, Brian Procel. But like, yeah, what do we think he got? They didn't say. Who's to say?
Don't ask Brian.
Should we?
Yo, Brian.
What did SGA cop? He was there with another Thunder. I forget.
Another Thunder?
Another member of the Thunder. Yeah, I wonder what.
I don't think I could just ask him, yo, what did this guy get? Right?
Hey, you're on the record right now.
Well, the last thing I texted Brian was just a photo of his apartment building. I was like, I know where you live.
Yikes, dude. Okay. Yeah, maybe we don't text him for more information.
No, because we were like new texting buddies, and then he's like, I was like, wait. I was like, wait, do you live in this building? Like, because I know someone that lives in this building. And then send him a photo. He's like, yep. And I'm like, yeah.
Got his ass.
I'll fucking kill you.
Love Brian. But that's like a thing where it's like, I don't know. We'll see if, I don't know what Offset and Tank are going to wear next, but it's cool to see maybe some foresight from like the swaggier celebs that move in the worlds of hip hop and sports, kind of like also like kind of be like we've already kind of moved on as well.
Dude, I think that's the third time I've heard you say the words hip hop today.
Rap?
No, it's just funny seeing that
real hip hop, bro.
Word duo come out of your mouth.
I'm a real head, bro.
You know who's gonna dictate the next trend and the next brand du jour?
Mm-hmm.
My guy Liangelo Ball,
G3, dude,
the third baller.
Yeah,
LeVar, bro, 3 for 3.
Yep. That's a fact. And
to his credit, and I'm not the first person who said this, LeVar was like, yo, listen, I'm just being a fucking loudmouth piece of shit. This is like a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then once my sons get in the league and they make it and they take off, you're never going to hear from me again.
Yeah.
True to his word.
Yeah, LaMelo's going crazy.
And now that Jello, has Song of the Year, I think I put him on Fiddy's Musician of the Year already. Now that he signed
or is that a timeline takeover as of right now? Because it's like
Artist of the Year.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
whoa.
The snippet of the even more big timer sounding jam that's apparently Lonzo said is coming out soon. That even sounds like more of a bop than Tweaker.
Great.
Yeah.
Can't fucking
Did
wait.
you hear that snippet?
No, Musical Artist of the Year.
Sounds really
I don't even
good.
have to co-sign. I'm calling it right now. Also, just signed with Def Jam for 13 mil, 8 mil guaranteed.
Is that a rumor or is that fact?
Someone who would know said that it is true.
Wow.
And my question is, where the fuck did Def Jam find $8 million?
Yeah, right.
Like, what Justin Bieber master did they offload to sign to sign an artist? He owns his own masters.
Yep.
He already has his own fucking deal. So I guess he's just like absorbed his record label.
They're letting him create a label or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's standard of like any deal now.
Yeah.
Where it's like
an imprint.
I'm like, yo, this is some pre Jalen Brunson era Knicks. This is like what the Knicks would do. They would sign an aging superstar, or like try to squeeze out the last drops of juice. He's not an aging superstar, but he's like, oh, this guy had one smash.
Yeah.
Let's sign him.
Give
him the max deal.
Right.
In the hopes that this song gets like synced up on some TV commercials.
It's actually kind of analogous, I would say, to signing Brunson, which is like someone showing promise. Like when he was on the Mavericks, he wasn't like the number one guy, but he showed. And then it's like, well, but what is what is G3's upside?
Joke, it's not 8 million. Jokes aside, I don't think Liangelo Ball has longevity.
I
think it's more like signing Derrick Rose, where it's like, oh, this guy had an MVP year,
youngest MVP in NBA history.
May have done some questionable things off the court.
No comment. Loves candy.
Planes,
shampoo.
Planes, trains, automobiles.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let's just give him as much money as possible.
The thing,
and try to ride this lightning.
The most interesting thing here culturally for me is how I know that some people are enjoying this ironically or maybe at the expense of the Ball family because of their reputation. No thanks to fucking Papa Ball, but I love the fact that millennials and people of our age group, I don't know if we're geriatric millennials, but like if you grow up on big timers and that kind of like Southern bounce, to like hear a guy tap into that DNA so efficiently, where it's like, to me, it is a legitimate good song. It is a real throwback to the kind of music that, like, I'm not saying we were raised on that, but it's a kind of hip hop that no one really makes anymore, but to me is timeless.
Yeah, I actually do. And I will say this, I do think that LaMelo is not for me, but I think that he is actually like representative of fucking whatever, Gen Z, like cool guy swag.
Oh, you mean the youngest, the best baller of the balls.
Like I look at his, whether it's like his haircut or his tattoos, I'm just like, but it's like, that's actually what is like.
Or his signature sneakers with Puma, which are horrendous, but young kids love them.
Or his Cybertruck wraps or whatever.
Yeah.
His rims, his cars. And I'm just like, but then like, I truly do think that he is actually influential in like youth culture.
Yeah, for sure. And you know how I know this? This is the most embarrassing thing. I remember Drake at some point posting was a video, or it might have been something on Instagram stories about his son Adonis, who's what is that, generation beta?
No, alpha,
Gen Alpha. Whereas that, like, his son only wanted, who's a hooper, or Drake is trying to turn him into a hooper, only wanted LaMelo's signature Pumas. Whereas like that, and that is a child. So like, to your point, the youngest Ball brother, and I guess by extension the Ball family, is clearly tapped into even younger than Gen Z. We're talking again Gen Alpha here. Adonis is 7 years old. Like, how old is that kid? So I think
you just hit your annual max cap of how much you can talk about Adonis. Ram.
and that's absolutely totally fine. I just wonder if there's anyone listening and enjoying this sincerely that isn't fucking old when we're talking about G3 and Tweaker specifically.
Yeah. But it does just have like it sounds like Still Fly.
Yeah.
Get up boots with the pimped out Gucci suits, which would be an awesome outro song if you haven't already used it 19 times.
Yeah.
Instead, it's going to be either Jamie XX Good Times or Papa Roach Between Angels and Insects. Either way, this has been another episode of the only podcast that matters. Lawrence, I wish you well.
Thank you.
Health and wealth in Miami and beyond. And Chef, take us out.